Hello, I'm Sonali Powar, and in this lecture, we are going to see the problem solving techniques. There are the three problem solving techniques. First one is a trial and error, second one is a brainstorming, and third one is a divide and conquer technique. The first technique is a trial and error technique. This is the general method. It is also called as a generate and test method. In this method, I will generate the solution and test that solution whether my solution achieve my goal or not. If the solution achieve the goal, then I will continue with that solution. Otherwise, I will try to generate the another solution. So it is a very simple method. So what is the advantage of this method? It is easy to implement, and second one is I can use this method when I have a little knowledge about the problem. Okay, it means I have a problem and I don't know more information about that problem, then I can go for this trial and error. So what I will do, according to my knowledge, I will generate the solution and I will test the solution. If that solution is not working, then what I will do, I will try to find out the why it is not working and try to rectify that into the another solution, or while generating the another solution. What is the disadvantage of this technique? It is a time consuming method, because again and again you are generating the solution and testing that solution. Now next method is brainstorming method. It is a group technique. In this technique, the number of peoples are involved to generate the ideas about the how to solve problem. So in this technique, there are the group of people. Suppose there are the 10 peoples in the group. I will give the problem to the 10 peoples, and each and every people has its own way of thinking, and according to their knowledge they will try to solve that problem. So at a time I will get the number of ideas or number of solution for the problem. So what are the advantage of the brainstorming method? First one is it is a easy to understand. It is a inexpensive. A quick way of generating idea. It means within a less amount of time I'm generating the number of idea. What it means, see, I'm just giving the problem to more peoples at a time. Means suppose there are the 10 peoples, I'm giving that problem to 10 peoples, and at a time I will get the 10 solutions of that problem. So it is a quick way to generating the ideas. Also it encourage the creative thinking of people. And also suppose I just given the problem to 10 peoples, within that I will choose one solution, but what about the 9 solution? So I can use that 9 solutions somewhere else. Suppose that 9 solution have a some limitation, but it can be used in the other, it can be used for other problems. Okay, now next is a more people get opportunity to participate in finding solutions. So in this technique, more people get opportunity to participate in finding solution. Now what are the disadvantage of brainstorming method? The participant may find difficulty to express their ideas. There are the some people which have which have a knowledge, but they cannot express their knowledge. Now second disadvantage is participants have to listen patiently. So when another participant try to say something about the solutions, the other participant has to listen that solution patiently. Now last disadvantage is that it is a time consuming. And last technique is divide and conquer. In this technique, we divide the big problem into smaller sub problems, and after that I will solve that sub problems independently, and lastly I will combine the solution of all these sub problems to get the solution of original big problem. Now what are the advantages of this divide and conquer technique? First advantage is I can use that method to solve the difficult problem. What it means, I will divide that difficult problem into smaller parts so that I can solve that problem easily. Now second advantage is, suppose I divide the problem into smaller problems and that small sub problems are independent, means they are not depend on each other. In a such a case, I can solve that problems simultaneously. Now next, or parallelly, or next advantage is a memory access. What it means, suppose there is a big problem and I have written the uh, one big program for that problem. So suppose when you want to execute that problem, I have to take all the program into the main memory. But when I divide that problem into sub problems, so in that case I just take a small part of my big problem into main memory. So this is also one of the advantage of divide and conquer. Now what are the disadvantages of this method? First one is a slow recursion. What it means, suppose you call the function f1 and after some time the f1 function calls the f2. In that case, I have to store the all intermediate result of f1 and after that I can switch to the f2. So this happens into the divide conquer method. Now second disadvantage is I cannot use this method or technique for smaller problems.